Today I am visiting the Career Service Office at WIU. All of the staff members listen to classical music. Today they will tell why they like classical music. First, let's start with Renee. Renee, what relation do you have to classical music?
When I was really young, I used to take piano lessons because my dad wanted me to. So I took them for a couple years, and I got to the point where I was trying to play a couple classical music type songs. Anyway, I was trying to learn these songs, and I was really struggling. However, my friends that were also taking piano lessons seemed to be catching on to the songs really fast, and they could play them with ease. I kept trying and trying to play the songs on the piano. Fur Elise was my favorite song because I could seem to play a little bit of that. I could start out well. Anyway, I really never did. I was never able to play all the songs, but I was proud of myself for at least being able to play part of one. However, I was kind of sad because I ended up quitting the piano lessons, and I think my dad was disappointed in me.
Okay, thank you. Next we will move on to Carrie. Carrie, what is your favorite classical song and why?
My favorite classical song is Canon in D by Johann Pachelbel. It just suits me when I'm stressed out. I actually had it playing in my wedding, which makes me think of one of the happiest days in my life and actually takes a lot of the stress and worries away when I go to my happy place. It just seems to be one of those songs that makes everything better.
Okay, thank you. Next we'll move on to Mariska. Mariska, when do you listen to classical music?
Well, I started listening to classical music when I found out I was pregnant because I heard it would ease the baby and just with brain activity it really helped. So I always listen to classical music when I have my daughter with me, and she really particularly likes Dusk by Gibbs. It always seems to calm her immediately as soon as she starts to listen to it, and it has now become one of my favorite songs of the classical music. And there's always classical music playing in her room and in the car when she's there.
Okay, thank you. And Michelle, can you tell me what a classical song that you like is?
There's actually two that I really enjoy. I would not say I have any favorites, just because I do not listen to classical music very often, but when I do, there are two songs that make me feel, one of them makes me feel really happy because it was played at one of my friend's wedding. It's called Postcard to Henry Purcell. It's in actually the soundtrack for Pride and Prejudice. And I'm very close with those friends that got married. I actually hooked them up at my wedding, so it was just kind of neat. And so just hearing that song just reminds me of their whole story and just keeps me really happy. And then another one that I really enjoy is Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven. It's not one that makes me happy per se, but just the melody, the way the sound is, I think it just relaxes me. You know, it's not one that pumps me up or anything like that, but it's really calming and just reminds me of relaxing on my back porch when I'm at home. So, yeah.
Okay, well thank you ladies, and this is reasons why you should listen to classical music also.